Kylian Mbappe personal terms are great. As you already know, that's definitely the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely no more at Manchester United. Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching United Ads, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything United Ads has to bring to you. As long as it is sports, we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at United Ads. You definitely know things have been going quite. I don't know how I can call it, but definitely it's been a bit of it's been with that interview with Piers Morgan's. Definitely it didn't go on quite well with Manchester United. It will be remembered that Cristiano Ronaldo came out and said a few things about Manchester United, and this didn't go on quite well with the club. The club definitely did not like this. The club was not happy about what Manchester United, a former football player, Cristiano Ronaldo, said about the club. Definitely, he said a lot about the current manager of Manchester United, and that's none other than Erik ten Hag. He said Erik ten Hag definitely does not respect him as a football player, and also Cristiano Ronaldo has said that he does not respect Erik ten Hag at all because of the things he's done. He said, look, you cannot bench Cristiano Ronaldo. You can't bench Cristiano Ronaldo unexcusably, and you can't bring him 3 minutes just on the full game. You just bring him 3 minutes. That was not cool of the manager, and those were words of Cristiano Ronaldo. And Piers Morgan's during an interview that was definitely brutal, a very brutal interview. Piers Morgan continuously asked him a lot of questions, continuously asked this gentleman a lot of questions, and he was firing a lot of questions to him, and he was answering them with actually nothing like fear. He definitely knew he was going for a move. As some other people were saying that Cristiano Ronaldo definitely had a move on. He had already decided that he was going to be moving to yet another club. He was disgusted of Manchester United. He didn't want to play for United anymore. So clubs already had started contacting him, and he was definitely looking for a way forward. How can he leave Manchester United? Because another season at Manchester United could mean Cristiano Ronaldo obviously was not going to get gameplay. He was not going to get gameplay at all at Manchester United because the manager is not into him. The manager doesn't like him. Not that he doesn't like him, but he doesn't find him fit to play. And that's why Cristiano Ronaldo says there is a big problem at Manchester United. He came out and said he is. Cristiano Ronaldo did say that he is not the problem, because ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club, there has not been anything that has been done at the club. The gym is quite old. Everything is old. Sir Alex Ferguson left a big legacy that is becoming too difficult for other managers starting from David Moyes and many others, up to from Moyes to Erik ten Hag. Nobody has shown results. And he says, he says the likes of Christian Eriksen, who have also come to the club, are good players, but they are definitely not going to win anything for the next 2 years, 2 or 3 years, in case they're still at Manchester United. This also came in with quite a lot of shocking news and a lot of responses. It will be remembered that Manchester United, after hearing all this, it had to let this gentleman go. But there were different responses about this gentleman. Kylian Mbappe coming to Manchester United, and not before we get to Kylian Mbappe coming to Manchester United, there was yet another I don't know how I can call it. So recently there was a lot that was being talked about Manchester United and the Glazers. Glazers moving out, saying they're not investing quite a lot in the club. So Ronaldo, in his interview, came out and confirmed that the club is lacking quite a lot. It looks like a Division 1 club. The technology is way down in this, and he blamed the Glazers. He said the Glazers do not mind about the club. They are not interested about the club anymore. And so when we were waiting to hear a response from the Glazers, boom, we had to hear that all that we got coming to our tables that the Glazers are definitely selling Manchester United. Manchester United now is on the lane. It's going to be sold. The Glazers do not have any more interest in Manchester United. So we could be seeing new owners for Manchester United after the interview by Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo made it point blank and said, after just the person that was successful, the only manager that was successful at Manchester United, which was true, is Sir Alex Ferguson. He said, not all those managers that have come to Manchester United are failures. There is definitely something wrong with the club, and that something wrong could be starting with the Glazers themselves. But still, he did not, remembering that he did not spare the likes of, that's a little bit funny, his former teammates. He's 37 years of 37 years of age, and he didn't spare any of his teammates he played with before, mainly Gary Neville and Wayne Rooney. Oh, he didn't spare them. So he said Gary Neville and Wayne Rooney definitely did not, or they are not happy about his progress. And that's why they're always talking about him. But he's going on, he's moving on. He's still playing high level football, high class football. He's playing high level football. And one is a manager and another one is a commentator on the show. In that, definitely, he says possibly that's the reason as to why they are not into him. That's why they don't like him. He always makes news. So another thing that we are now looking at is we exploring the possibilities of signing Kylian Mbappe. So Manchester United definitely has been linked to Kylian Mbappe for a little bit of time right now. Immediately after Cristiano Ronaldo made that interview, and it was said that Erik ten Hag, even before that, was exploring how things could go with Manchester United getting this gentleman Kylian Mbappe, the Paris Saint-Germain football player who is currently in the World Cup, playing in the World Cup, and he is definitely still very young and promising, a very talented football player, and we think it's going to be massive. It's going to be all right. Going to be okay. So Manchester United definitely, we can think that Manchester United is definitely going to be quite a better. We can think it's going to be a better club with Kylian Mbappe in it if all goes well, as it has been said that personal terms have been agreed. How? Let's look what Kylian Mbappe definitely can bring at the club and how possibly the club is going to be with Kylian Mbappe. Let us know what you think in the comment section, and if you think Kylian Mbappe is going to be a very big football player at Manchester United, you think he's going to bring quite a lot of results. So we know that he will be playing alongside Mbappe, and Mbappe will be playing alongside Rashford and Fernandes, Casemiro in there, Christian Eriksen in there, Martinez, Dalot, Varane, and we can also see David De Gea still in there. So it could be a wonderful and big target for Manchester United. We think if Manchester United gets Kylian Mbappe, this is going to be quite good news, because he's a very wonderful football player. He plays quite well, and there is nothing that is going to stop him from scoring goals. What he understands is scoring goals, so we think that he's going to score goals for Manchester United once he is at Manchester United, something that is undoubtedly what he understands is scoring goals. And so we're going to dig deep into why it is a big possibility for Manchester United to have this gentleman, and why we think that United having this gentleman, it will be a great deal, one of the greatest deals that Manchester United is definitely going to have. So Kylian Mbappe of recent has had quite a lot of there's been quite a lot that has been going on with Kylian Mbappe. It will be remembered that Kylian Mbappe at Paris Saint-Germain, he was promised a few things, and these things were definitely not fulfilled. And he was not happy with Paris Saint-Germain. He was not happy with PSG management. He said when the contract was being given to him, there were things that he demanded have to be done for him to stay at Paris Saint-Germain, and these things didn't get done. He said he wanted to play another position, leaving the position that he is given at Paris Saint-Germain. Another thing that he said that was in this contract was that he didn't want to play with Neymar, so Neymar would be sent off, Neymar would be sold, and he would play as he wants. But because they do not connect quite well with Neymar, so the club Paris Saint-Germain was not happy about this, but obviously they had to get deep into this, and when they came up with a conclusion, the conclusion said that this gentleman is going nowhere. Neymar is going nowhere, and this literally upset the Paris Saint-Germain superstar, and that's none other than Kylian Mbappe. And another thing that is disturbing Kylian Mbappe is he's not getting the strengths he wants. He's not getting everything that he needs football-wise. Because when you look at Paris Saint-Germain is a bit collided. It's a bit collided because very many superstars are in there, and it's hard to shine as big as you want and as enough as you want. So this gentleman definitely came out and said it is quite difficult for him to prosper right there. He wants to be number one. He wants to be like Lionel Messi. He wants to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, but he cannot be that while he's in a club that is congested with a lot of superstars, and they are not giving him the chance to use his full abilities, and that's the reason as to why he wants to move. And definitely Paris Saint-Germain also has said it's ready to part ways with Kylian Mbappe if everything goes on quite well, and that leaves Manchester United in a better position. My name is Abu KALS. Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything United has to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is United related. We're definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. So Kylian Mbappe is definitely coming to Manchester United. We can see we're still exploring the possibilities of this gentleman coming to United, and we think it's gonna be quite good. He's gonna get almost everything he needs at United. So we're looking at Erik ten Hag. Let's look at Erik ten Hag and the possibility of bringing this gentleman. So Erik ten Hag is not into older players, and that's why we think that this gentleman has big chance of coming to United. Erik ten Hag has signed almost every little player that he wanted in the Eredivisie section, and that includes Anthony Mateus dos Santos, who is playing quite well, and he's proven that he can even play more than he already is playing. And Lisandro Martinez also, who is playing very well. Lisandro Martinez is definitely playing very well, and we have been told recently that definitely this gentleman Lisandro Martinez could be benching could be putting Harry Maguire to the bench for a very long period of time because he's playing very well. Looking at how he's playing tactically, he's playing very well. Very wonderful football player. He rarely makes mistakes, unlike Harry Maguire. So we could see him play. So looking at all these players that he's brought, they are performing quite well. And the combination of these players, and also now if this gentleman comes on board, if Kylian Mbappe comes on board, that definitely means that things will definitely go on quite well for the club, Manchester United. If Manchester United gets Kylian Mbappe, if Erik ten Hag gets Kylian Mbappe, because Erik ten Hag's main target for the January transfer window is none other than Kylian Mbappe. So we think Kylian Mbappe is going to play quite well. He's going to come to Manchester United, and things are going to go on quite well. As you already know that where he is a wonderful football player. And in the World Cup, expect goals from Kylian Mbappe. As you already know that he is a very wonderful football player, Nothing can stop him. Nothing can stop Kylian Mbappe from scoring goals. So the magic needs to be transferred to Manchester United. So Kylian Mbappe, if he comes to Manchester United, there could be a little bit of competition. Looking at the Premier League and competition that is in the Premier League, Manchester City is playing quite well. But Arsenal is also playing very well, extremely well. And that leaves Manchester United a little bit shaky, and that's why the January transfer window should not leave out very many football players. Football players like Kylian Mbappe. Manchester United to compete with clubs like Arsenal and clubs like Arsenal and Manchester City, definitely a lot has to be done. A lot of shopping has to be done. If United get a new owner, that is something that United should definitely look at, because Arsenal is playing very well. They have brought young players. They have brought Gabriel Jesus, Alexandra Zinchenko. They have William Saliba is also on there. They are playing very good football. That's why this gentleman Eric Ten Hag needs to needs to sweep away the players that are at Manchester United who are not performing, and make sure that he can compete, so that he can compete with these clubs like Manchester City, and not forgetting Arsenal. Arsenal, I know Manchester United fans do not like Arsenal, and neither do they like Man City. But the reality is, those clubs are playing quite well. They are playing very good football, and United needs to get to those standards, even much better standards than it already is on. So, what do you think? Let us know in the comment section what you think is going to happen at Manchester United. Do you think things are going to be much better, or it's going to be another failed season? I personally think Erik ten Hag is a wonderful football manager, and he's proven it at the Eredivisie. However, the Eredivisie is not the Premier League. The English Premier League is a little bit more complicated, actually, than the Eredivisie. So he could get a little bit of hardships, but there is tight competition right now from clubs like Arsenal and Manchester City. Let's think all will go on quite well for Arsenal, and all will go well for Manchester City. But we're wishing the excellency to go to Manchester United. Possibly for this season, we don't think Manchester United is capable of doing much better. But if they show up, they can actually do a little bit better. And Erik ten Hag, in an interview, said that it does not take a club just one season to get to the top. You can take an example of Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp was definitely given a bit of time to restructure his club, and he played quite well. He gave his club a lot of hope. Look at they need time. Football managers need time. One of the problems United has, it does not give the managers a lot of time, enough time. So look at Arsenal. Look at Arsenal. The manager has been given a bit of time, and he's been able to restructure the club and brought quite a lot of results. And it's not just a lot of results, but it's nice results. And right about now, Arsenal being on top of the table, that definitely means that Arsenal is doing quite well, and the players are also playing quite well. The manager's been given a lot of time. Manager's been given a lot of time, and that's something that Manchester United needs to copy. So Mikel Arteta is playing very well. He's making sure that the club gets much better than it is. So that definitely means that United, Sir Alex Ferguson, the intervention of Sir Alex Ferguson in Manchester United possibly could come in and say different things about the club, about how the club can be governed and stuff. But a few people were saying that United needs a total different, actually, from the management up management. There needs to be a reshuffle, and for the club players that are not playing quite well, they definitely need to be let go. And I personally agree with that. And I think things will be better for Manchester United once that is done. So Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Manchester United, definitely everybody after the interview knew that possibly Cristiano Ronaldo is looking for he's possibly looking for a transfer. So a mutual agreement was agreed after Cristiano Ronaldo's contract was terminated. It was terminated after a mutual agreement was agreed because of what he said with an interview with Piers Morgan. And you know how Piers Morgan forced him into saying things, but we can't say he was forced into saying things. I think he was speaking his mind out. He was definitely speaking his mind out. And possibly we've heard that different clubs are interested in Cristiano Ronaldo, so he could be moving to yet another club, which is okay, which we see as fine. If he moves to another club, it's definitely fine. But United do not need Cristiano Ronaldo at this point in time. Being open blank, United do not need Cristiano Ronaldo because when you look at Cristiano Ronaldo and what he said, uh, he could not be, he might not be regarded as the United boy anymore because he said quite a lot that hurt United fans. I mean, the general transfer window was just coming. Why couldn't he wait for the general transfer window to make, if he wants a move to go? He could have gone in the general transfer window, which is not far at all. The general transfer window is on the line. But so Cristiano Ronaldo, what he said was definitely not okay, and he's losing the popularity from the United fans. Though he says that United fans are still on his side, and he is still on the United fans' side. So the Glazers definitely are going out. The Glazers are moving out. And we think that will definitely be a good thing. If the Glazers go, that will be a good thing because we think that if they leave the club and that definitely will mean that a lot will be done and a lot will be if the club gets new owners, just like Chelsea got a new owner. But we can take a bit of glimpse at Chelsea. Just got a new owner, Todd Bowley being a co-owner, one of the biggest owners of Chelsea. He has also made a big impact in the club. He's made a big impact in the club. They're trying to reshuffle. So if Manchester United gets a new owner, that will also be much, much better. So we could see if they dash out the money for Kylian Mbappe, that will be quite good. And Kylian Mbappe could come to Manchester United, and we think things will be definitely quite good for the club, for Manchester United. So let us know what you think in the comments section and make it a point. Subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything United has to bring to you. As long as it is sports, we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at United Hearts. My name is Abu KALS. Do not forget to subscribe, ring that notification, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here at United Diehards. So a lot is being done, a lot is being said, but guess what? United is definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest. United Diehards is dedicated to bringing to you the latest. If you want the latest football rumors, football done deals, transfer in this transfer window, just subscribe and ring that notification bell, and we will be bringing to you everything straight as it is. Okay, looking at the World Cup a little bit, and Kylian Mbappe being in the World Cup, Lionel Messi being in the World Cup, and Ronaldo being in the World Cup. Whom do you think is going to take the World Cup? Do you think it's going to be France? Do you think it's going to be whom do you think is going to take the World Cup? Is it going to be Portugal? Is it going to be whom do you think? Let us know in the comment section. But it is too early to predict. As the supercomputer, I think the supercomputer predicted that possibly France will be taking the World Cup again. But I think the supercomputer definitely has it wrong because clubs are coming in. We're getting quite a lot of unexpected wins. For example, Saudi Arabia did quite a lot on there, played quite a bit well. So the main focus today has been on Paris Saint-Germain superstar, PSG superstar Kylian Mbappe, and also Eric Ten Hag, and not forgetting the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo, who has left Manchester United. I will repeat for you, he's left Manchester United. And right now, the person we are talking about is the one and only, Kylian Mbappe. So Kylian Mbappe definitely is a wonderful football player, very good football player. And if he comes to Manchester United, definitely we will see things going on quite well. Kylian Mbappe definitely a very wonderful one, a very good football player, and everyone for the club that he's played for, they don't want him to leave, though he is definitely saying that he wants to leave. Kylian Mbappe Mbappe, definitely, when even you look at statistics and how he's been able to play recently. So in the World Cup 2022, he's already scored 1 goal in one match. That's one appearance. And also, remembering the last World Cup, Kylian Mbappe managed to score 4 goals in 7 appearances. And that was main in the World Cup. And in the World Cup qualifiers, Kylian Mbappe still scored 5 goals in 6 appearances. 2021, 2022. Then in 2017, 2016, 2017, he scored once in 6 matches. Then, not forgetting in the we need to see when he's been playing for Paris Saint-Germain. To remember that he's played for Monaco, he's played for Paris Saint-Germain. And when he's been at Paris Saint-Germain, we see he scored very many goals. Kylian Mbappe has managed to score quite a lot of goals. In the season 2017-2018, he scored 13 goals. Season 2018-2019, he scored a wonderful 33 goals in 29 appearances. Kylian Mbappe in season 2019-2020, he scored 18 goals in 20 appearances. Then in season 2020-2021, he scored 27 goals in 31 appearances. Then the last concluded season, and that is on 2021 to 2022. He's managed to score 28 wonderful goals. He's seen the net 28 times in 35 appearances, and also made a wonderful 17 assists, and that is wonderful Kylian Mbappe. Then, not forgetting that in this season, on 2022-2023, he's managed to score 12 goals already in 14 appearances and made a wonderful 8 assists. And Kylian Mbappe is definitely dangerous football player. If you've not noticed how dangerous he is, wait for him when he comes to Manchester United. He's going to score very, very many goals. No nonsense clearances, no nonsense shootings. He always wants to score as many goals as he can, and that's why Kylian Mbappe is regarded one of the best strikers of his time, and he was not quite recognized before the World Cup, the last World Cup, the previous World Cup, not this one, but the last one. But when he was in the last World Cup, this football player, this wonderful football player, young and talented, managed to play very, very well. And everybody was wondering how this gentleman was playing, but he was playing quite well. Where is he from? Paris Saint-Germain. So let's see where this will take us. But we definitely think things are going on quite well for the club, Manchester United. If Manchester United continues to have these gentlemen, have these players in, we think that definitely things will be quite well. A good formation for Manchester United. I mean, when you look at the formation and how these things will definitely go, when you see if Mbappe sides with Rashford and Bruno Fernandes is also in there, Casemiro is in the midfield, Christian Eriksen is also in there, that will bring quite a lot. Looking at Sandro Martinez playing alongside Varane in Dalot in the defense section, and Luke Shaw could be right there also. That will definitely also be quite good. And David De Gea also in there. That will definitely be very nice. Where are you watching from? Which part of the world are you watching from? Make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything United has to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is United related. We are definitely willing to be the first people to bring to you the latest right here at United Diehards. So which part of the country are you in? Which part of the world are you in? Let us know where you definitely are, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest. We've been talking about Kylian Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe's move to Manchester United, as it is said that personal terms have been agreed for his move to Manchester United. But a lot has to be done for this January transfer window to take place. So Cristiano Ronaldo is out of the picture. No more a Manchester United football player. We can confirm to you he's definitely not a Manchester United football player anymore. So You can let us know what you think about him leaving Manchester United and being replaced by Kylian Mbappe, because we think that he's going to be replaced by Kylian Mbappe definitely, and that's why we are here to let you know that personal terms have been agreed, but it's not yet 100%. But we think things are definitely going to go on quite well, and this gentleman is going to come to Manchester United. So we think if Manchester United have him, that will be quite good. Otherwise, as we sign out, let's say thank you for being part of the broadcast, and we will be live almost every day. Make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything United Diehards has to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is United related. We definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. So what Cristiano Ronaldo's departure means to Kylian Mbappe's United transfer is what we've been up to, and is what we have told you. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell as we tell you thank you, and goodbye for now.